特化型二つ星国制服剣下部部長満貫色マコ
Hey, it's Super Death Show. Had a bunch of plans this weekend, big plans. I was going to get 2 prints finished. 2 of them. But, here's what happened. We went and watched Infinity Wars, Avengers Infinity Wars. It's a pretty good movie, I liked it. And later that night when we got home, me and Nikki both, my wife Nikki, we both just started getting all crampy and bloated and stuff, and then got sicker and crap. I guess we got food poisoned or something. I guess it was some bad food or something like that. The only thing that we had both ate, because I was at work Friday, and around noon I ate this turkey sandwich that Nikki made me for lunch. And she says that while she was at home, she had a turkey sandwich at around noon. So I'm guessing the turkey was bad, because it just destroyed us, both of us. And apparently it takes 12 hours to digest bad turkey. But yeah. Been sick all weekend. I was wanting to draw 2 different prints. I was wanting to do this one and another one, but only had time for one because I've been resting and stuff like that. Whatever you do when you're sick. That's what I've been doing. Or just being lazy. I'm a lazy guy. But anyways, this print is of Mako in her Goku 2-star uniform from Kill la Kill. She is the Fight Club captain, leader. I don't know. It was for an episode. But anyways, it was my favorite episode, so that's what I drew. And I had some problems with drawing this. It was a little tough because I don't have a whole lot of experience drawing feet. I think I spent probably a quarter of the time trying to figure out how I'm going to draw these feet. What I ended up doing is hiding both of the feet. One of them is hidden with the angle up, so mostly it's just the sandal or the shoe, whatever you want to call it. The shoe hiding the foot, and the other one is hidden behind the leg. So I kind of tricked my way out of that one. Another thing I was having a problem with was when she transforms into this outfit, or when anybody transforms, or when it introduces a character or anything, you see these big, bold, red words, this text on the screen goes, you know. It's kind of the thing in Kill la Kill when a character is introduced, or when, you know, a new thing is introduced. And I really wanted that. But the problem is I didn't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I could find the font maybe. But if I found the font, I wouldn't know what to type to get these Japanese characters. I can't read Japanese. I got to rely on the subtitles. What I ultimately ended up doing was grabbing a picture of Mako after she transformed, and it's got all the text on the screen, and I just kind of copied it right off of it, like I ripped it off of there. I didn't even trace it. Like, that was one of the ideas I was wanting to do. Maybe I can just find a good enough quality image and lower the opacity and just carefully trace every single character. But, you know, like I said before, I'm a really lazy guy, and I didn't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is, instead of talking about the drawing, so I'm just going to show you how I got the low-res text, and I made it, you know, good enough for a print, because I did print it out. I always do. And it ended up looking pretty good. First, let's take a look at this poster. And it's going to be boring watching the camera part because I'm going to be looking down at my screen. Let's look at the poster part real quick here. First, I'll hide the text. And let's go to the BG. And just look at the elements we put in there. I put Mako in the background really big, and I lowered the opacity. That's going to be the background. And then I added like this white to the bottom, because that's where I want my text to go. And I added a soft light. Yeah, soft light gradient. Like that. Orange to purple. I love it. I always use it. And that's pretty much the background. And then this right here, the character, I just put a layer effect on it. It's just the white stroke. That's all that is. And then I put another soft light. It's orange. It's like a orange circle. You can see it down here in the bottom right. But it's just an orange circle, soft light gradient. And the only other thing was I put this this little shine on her brass knuckles, or I guess it looks like gold, so I guess it's gold knuckles. So I put that on there. Other than that, it's just the text. This text here. And yeah, I was wanting to show you how I got the text. So I lifted it directly from this screenshot that I got from Google. I mean, I could have took a screenshot from a YouTube video or something like that, but I just went to Google because it was already there. So anyways, it isn't the best quality. If you zoom in, you can see it's fuzzy and pixelated and stuff like that, but we're gonna try to doctor it up a little bit. So let's grab our marquee selection tool, or whatever you want, the box with the walking ants, and then we'll make a box around the first part of text. We'll hold down shift so we can select multiple spots, and do the second box, and then we'll do the bottom box. Yeah, man. Control C to copy. We'll head on back over to our poster that we want to finish, and we'll paste it here. So you see, I'm going to have to size it up, so we're already losing information, because as you know, when you resize going up, you're losing pixels. It's kind of, depending on how you want to transform it, it's going to try to, some sort of interpolation or some bullshit like that. But anyways, it's going to try to guess where to put the next pixels, and it's not really going to look good. It never does. So I want these two top boxes of text to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to move this one over to the left. Right there. Then I'll transform both of these, because I want them to stay the same size compared to each other. Alright, that looks fine enough. Oh, we better move this out of our folder. And I'm gonna hide everything in the poster. So I just got the text to work with. Just gotta worry about the text. Alright, now we're gonna grab our, what is this, magic wand tool? We're gonna get the magic wand tool, okay. And let's go with no. Okay, contiguous is off. That means if I select something that's red, it's going to select all of the red and not just the red in a spot. Contiguous on, it's only going to grab what's in this backwards C, whatever that is in Japanese. I have no idea. But if we turn it off and then we select, it's going to select all of the red. And that's what we want. So we're going to make two selections. Dos selecciones. First I'm going to do, let's try 32. See, here's the thing. Let me zoom in. Some of these characters, I don't know what these characters mean, but I do know they've got holes in them, and they need those holes in them for them to be legit whatever they're supposed to be. So when I select it, I can get these holes at 32 tolerance, but it doesn't get all the edges, you know. So if I cut that and then paste it, it looks really jaggedy, and I'm losing a lot of information. When I go back and forth, you can see how much information I'm losing. So let's go back in time here. We'll go back to before I did that. So what I'm going to do is make two selections, two different types of selections. So here's how I'm going to do it. First I'm going to select at 32. And we see we've got our holes here. So I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to hit Control-Shift-V. And what that does is it pastes it in place. When we hide this, you can see we've got all of our holes and stuff. But the outside's real jaggedy and stuff. So let's go back to the layer, our original layer we was working with, and let's change this to 50. Tolerance to 50. We'll select it. And then Control-Shift-I. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Control-Shift-I. And then we'll hit delete. So we've got our characters, but we don't have our holes the way we want them. So what we can do is hold down Control on that layer that we pasted before, and it's going to load a selection. We'll go ahead and hide it. Now if we invert the selection and grab a pen, I know I'm making this super complicated, but it works for me, and we start erasing the holes on the layer that we did the 50% selection on, it's going to kind of widen the holes out. And we want these on these these characters that's got the really tight selections. I'm just covering these. I'm sorry if this is a little hard to follow. I'm kind of having a problem following myself right now where I'm sick. About got them on. Alright, Control D to deselect. And then in the original image there was a little bit of red. You can see it right here from her uniform. Some red there that got in the way, so we'll have to get rid of that too. Just the regular marquee tool. We'll stretch it out and then hit delete. We don't need that top layer no more. Alright, so it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. You still got some discoloration and stuff like that. So what we'll do is we'll go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. So it's all gray, but it's still got a slight gradient in it. We don't want that either. So let's go to Adjustments. We'll go to Levels, and we'll just make it all black. And make it easy to work with. Let's go look at our edges. See how our edges are kind of jaggy? I don't like that neither. So let's go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Bleu. 1% should be good, or 1. And then we'll go to Sharpen, and then we'll go to Unsharp Mask. I didn't change too much. That's pretty good. Let's open our poster back up. I want it to be red, gradienting into a darker red, so I'm just going to choose those reds. I'm going to turn on Lock Transparent Pixels. I'm going to grab the top row here, gradient tool. I'm just going to top to bottom, and go down to the bottom one. Select it, top to bottom. Now let's zoom in. Looking pretty good. I have no idea what it says. It says something like 3-star uniform, Mako, whatever her last name is, Fight Club president. It says something along those lines. The dubs that I've watched, a couple of them, they say different things, but you get the gist of it. And it comes out pretty good on print. I'd show it to you, but you know, it's going to be the same thing as looking at it on here. But that's how I figured it out. I don't know if you've done something similar. If you have done something similar and you know how to do it and it's easier, I'm sorry if I didn't explain it too great. But let me know. This is how I found to take a low-res object and kind of high-res it up so I can use it for myself. But anyways, sorry for the halfway tutorial. I'm really sorry. Maybe I'll redo it when I'm feeling a little bit better, but yeah, thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you next time on Super Dazzle. Bye. See ya.